Alright, so this is definitely going to be a stupid plan, but I guess we'll see what happens. After making a quick stop by the Cadenza's house for some flashlights and a lantern, we headed out on our exploration. Are you sure you want me to hold the lantern? I can't see anything with or without it. That is what makes you perfect for holding it. Not exactly. I mean, if she doesn't know what we're supposed to be looking at, then she doesn't know where to aim it. So it's kinda silly. I don't know. I question the logic here. Watch it, Tricosa. What? It is the truth. With our flashlights, we can see off into the distance, and then your sister keeps light illuminating around us, and with the lantern. I guess that's decent enough, maybe. I understand. I'll fulfill my role. I ignored them and walked over to Sierra, who was straying a little away from us. Are you okay? Was she really okay after yesterday? I'll be fine. She sounded so different than the Sierra I had in my memories. You don't need to worry about me. She sped up to get away from me and began to talk with tone. I guess she's okay. I think. It didn't take long until we entered semi-new territory. The edge of the suburbs, the woods behind it. Our town was secluded, and only had one street that led through it. Really? That's a really secluded town then. The rest was surrounded by dense forest. It made us feel private, but at the same time almost like a town in a fantasy RPG. Reed shined his flashlight into the forest. It didn't light up much, but it at least told us where the trees were so we wouldn't bump into them. I once again got the feeling that we were not on Earth anymore. It felt like a fantasy world, and anything could be in these dark woods. Be careful not to trip on exposed roots. It's so spooky. Sierra had her flashlight pointed towards the top of the barren trees. Most of them had already shed all their leaves, making them seem like they were dead. And silent. The only sound we could hear was our feet crunching the leaves. I can't see anything. Now you know how I feel. Tone was the only one of us that was not really fazed by the change in situation. I guess since nothing really changed for her. Rather, we all became like her. This sucks. I feel bad for you. Riker. I tried to stop a fight before it occurred. Is this really our woods? What do you mean? They feel off. Something doesn't feel right. I feel it too. My head and my body feels weird. As we've been walking to the woods, it has gotten worse. You too? Really? All of you are feeling this? It seemed I wasn't the only one who felt strange. My head hurt. It felt like there was a ringing sensation in it, even though there wasn't such a short while ago. Should we turn back? Because it feels weird? What are we, pansies? These scaredy cats can go on, but I'm gonna continue going ahead. Can't you be serious for once? Only if you can take that stick out of your ass. Stop. Not this time. I'm gonna give him just what he deserves. Now, this really isn't the time for that, at this point in the game. Bring it. I'll wipe the floor with you. You're always making everyone the butt of your jokes and tormenting people. I don't mind cleaning your clock. Stop. It didn't look like this time we could do anything to stop them. Well, that was a mysterious sound and quite out of place. We all stopped instantly. What was that? I shot my flashlight towards where the scream seemed to come from. I gulped. All we could see was the blackness. Sierra and Tone huddled close together as Reed stood protectively in front of them. Is something out there? Or someone? I don't know, I'm kind of going with the something at this point. Get back. Kogan, Tricosa, if anything happens to the girls, I'll personally beat you both to death. Once again, I don't think this is the time for threats. I won't let anything happen to them. You, on the other hand, I'll gift wrap to whatever's out there. We scanned the area with our flashlights, trying to see if anything was out there. Guys, focus. I don't see anything. I don't hear anything either. We relaxed a little. For the moment, we felt safe. Come on, we should find out what that scream was all about. What are you, nuts? Why should we go towards it? We should be heading the other way. Riker's right. You have a death wish, man? And that's fine, but just don't drag us into it. Reed is right. We need to find out what happened. It is our job as part of the exploration team. Dude, not you too. We have to. You guys are insane. If you're chicken, you can head back to town with your tail between your legs. Screw that, I'm no chicken. You're gonna eat those words. Yes, and in a genius move, it sounds like we're gonna split up. That always works out well in horror movies. We walked in silence as we shined our lights this way and that way, everyone alert. We had no idea what was in the darkness, but at this point we figured something was. The scream should have come from somewhere around here. You've said that 4 times already. Just admit you don't know where it came from. It's strange. We've been walking and still we haven't seen any sign what made that scream. Something feels off. Let's not talk about that again. I'm already freaked out enough. Tone, try not to scare anyone. Okay. I glanced back at Sierra and Riker. They seemed to be the most scared of us. Tone seemed absolutely fine with everything, and her brother was completely focused. Compared to the two of them, I probably seemed weak. How could they be that strong? Sierra held her flashlight close to her chest as she held Tone's hand with her other. Or maybe a better team would be clutched it for dear life. Alright, whatever. Riker also seemed to be completely on edge, swirling the flashlight's light around every direction all the time, like he was waiting for a jump scare. Well, considering what just happened, I can't blame him. Oomph! I ran right into Reed's back, and then like a car accident, the others ran to me, one after the other. Don't just stop suddenly. Reed wasn't listening to me. His eyes were glancing this way and that. He was carefully taking in his surroundings, but for what reason, I wasn't sure. I hear something. Yeah, something isn't too far away. You both have elephant ears, I swear. We can't hear a thing. Yeah. It is amazing. We must be near the source of the scream. Stay on guard. We don't know what we'll encounter. Got it. Both of you. He was looking at Riker and myself. I nodded, and Riker frowned. Can we just get moving and get it over with? I want to head back to town. I've got a bad feeling. It'll be okay. How can you be so calm about this? I don't know. I just am. You all are so strong. Why am I so weak? You're not weak. Girls, focus. Reed shut us all up instantly as we began to move again. It didn't take long to finally arrive at what made the scream. Or rather, what was left of it. Sierra screamed as soon as she saw it and dropped her flashlight so she could cover her eyes. I gulped and Riker shook. Tone did not react, but that was because she couldn't see what we were seeing. Reed continued to stare at what it was in the center of the beam of his flashlight with a hard and emotionless look. It was a person from the town. They were part of one of the exploration teams. The poor man's face was half ripped off. Bite marks covered his body, and blood was everywhere. What's going on? What is there? It's a man with... Stop. Reed shut Sierra up instantly. He probably didn't want Tone to hear the details. It's a dead body. I shot my flashlight around the area and found 2 more bodies in the same state. This is horrid. Let's go back to town now. No, we need to find out more first. The team had 5 members. There should be more. Reed went over to each corpse and began to dig around their pockets. He must have nerves of steel. Hey Evan, shouldn't you be able to tell us something? You want to work with dead bodies for a living. This is your chance to get a head start. Well, I don't think he's exactly studied it right now, like forensics or anything like that. He is still a teenager. He had to be kidding. I want to throw up just looking at these bodies. This is too much. None of them have the walkie-talkie. What does that mean? It means we keep going. What? You're crazy. I'm going back. I don't want to die. I'm with Riker. I vote that we go back. So you'd leave the other two behind. Reed turned towards me. Kogan, come on. Or are you going to wuss out too? I shook my head. Then let's go. Yeah, it's gonna go fine, isn't it? Sierra grabbed my hand and stared at me. Don't go, Evan. Please. I have a really bad feeling. Please don't go. Kogan! Everything will be fine. Don't worry. We'll be back in a bit. Everything will be fine. There's already 3 dead bodies and probably some more up ahead. So I don't think everything is fine. Just the impression that I get. Reed, Tone, and I continued on, leaving Sierra and Riker behind. They'd be okay, right? Yeah, splitting up always works perfectly. We've never seen one of these movies. Stop looking back. You made the choice. Reed tapped me on the shoulder with his flashlight. Don't worry, they'll be fine, and we'll be back soon. Yeah, things will be okay. Everything will be fine, I'm sure. Yeah, this would have been a good place to put in a choice if they did make it a visual novel now, wouldn't it? I kind of would like to see this whole thing like kind of spruced up a bit and made into like a more commercial product, I guess. Like if it had like full art and everything, and if some of the more janky bits of the game were well done, a bit better. I don't know. I kind of would like to see that. We continued walking, and after a short while, we encountered 2 more bodies. One was like the other. The last one, however, a woman's corpse, was different. Her face was completely torn off, making it impossible to tell who it was. I looked at her clothes. They seemed standard, but it didn't look like something you'd go into the woods wearing. It was purple, blouse and skirt. Not the kind of thing to go hiking in. This is even worse. Even Reed seemed a little phased this time. This doesn't look like it was done by an animal. Then what are you suggesting? A person did it? I don't know. But why? I wish I knew. I think I better tell my dad about this. A good idea. This is important for everyone to know about. We might have some kind of crazy cannibal lurking in the darkness. Oh no. I reached into my pocket and pulled out the walkie-talkie. Hello? Dad? Come in. Answer. Evan, you are dead when you get back here. You hear me? I know. Dad, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. Get your ass back here now. Dad, stop. This is important. He stopped scolding me, and his tone instantly went to serious and dead calm. Go. We found some corpses. It seems to be one of the exploration teams. We don't know what happened to them. 4 of them seem to be attacked by something. They have bite marks, and half their faces are torn off. The last, though, doesn't look like an animal attack. We think it might have been a human. The face is completely ripped off, so we can't tell who it is. We just know it was a woman. Neither of them have the walkie-talkie. It must have been dropped somewhere. I relayed the information to Dad. Got it. I'll call everyone back. That includes you. We need to discuss what has been found. Okay, Dad. I turned off the walkie-talkie and shoved it back into my pocket. My dad wants us to go back now. Probably a good idea. Something's near. Tone pointed out into the woods. From over there. Reed and I both got in front of Tone and pointed our flashlights towards where she pointed. We saw it instantly. The yellow eyes staring back at us. Uh-oh, now we're in trouble. A large pitch-black wolf stood in the center of our beams of light. It snarled and bared its fangs at us. Oh, a wolf. What was a wolf doing out here? As far as I knew, wolves didn't live in our area. I think we know what killed the 4 now. What's going on? There's a wolf up ahead. It took a step towards us. It seemed to be checking us out, sizing us up to see what method of attack would be best. What do you think we should do? Your opinion, Kogan? Do you even have to ask? Get ready to run. Get ready to run, Toon. Yes, you have to beware the vicious direwolf. Or maybe a werewolf even. I don't know. She nodded. I'm gonna create an opening, and then we start running. How do you intend to create an opening? I nodded. Reed snatched up the lantern from his sister and then threw it at the wolf. Well, I guess that's one way of doing it. Now! We spun around and began to run for it. Was this really that great of a plan, though? We're only people. The wolf can probably run faster than us. Don't look back, Hogan. It'll only slow you down. I could hear the wolf behind us. It was catching up to us. It wouldn't be long until it snatched us up, or got in front of us, blocking our escape. And then I heard the sound of someone tripping, the tumble and thud of a body hitting the ground, the leaves crumbling underneath. It all happened in an instant. Ah! Tone! Before I could even react, Reed skid to a stop and dashed by me. I also stopped. I turned around and saw Reed holding his sister, shielding her from the wolf that was only a foot from them. Reed, I'm sorry, I tripped. Don't worry about that. He stared down the wolf in front of him. He wouldn't even express the feeling of fear in the face of certain doom. He was so tough. Hang on! I searched around with my flashlight. I needed some kind of weapon. I couldn't take on that huge wolf without being armed. No, idiot! Reed closed his eyes before turning his gaze away from the wolf and at me. Go. But... Run, you bastard! I froze. Reed wanted me to leave them behind. But that... If you don't leave now, I'll kill you myself. I didn't want to. I didn't. But... My body started moving on its own. And I began to run away. What was I doing? I can't leave them behind. They'll die. And then as I ran, I heard a thud. And then the light behind me went black. Reed's flashlight had been broken. I spun around. Right behind me were those murderous yellow eyes. Damn it! I burst full speed away. I had to get away. I just had to. Reed. Tone. Damn it. I told you, splitting up is never a good idea. I didn't stop to look back. I knew if I did, I would die. I continued to run. When I reached Sierra and Riker, I grabbed their hands and kept going. There was no time to explain if we were gonna escape. It was right behind us. I knew it. I could feel its eyes in the darkness staring at us, waiting for the right time to strike. When we were finally out of the woods and back in the suburbs, I turned around and explained what happened to the two confused people. What? How could you leave Reed and Tone behind? They told me. Do you think that I wanted to? Evan. I heard Dad's voice and turned around. I turned straight into Dad's fist as he punched me. Well, so much for all the comments someone said before. Well, at least he didn't punch him. Well, we've gotten there now. I flew backward and landed on the gravel road with a thud. Don't you ever do that don't you ever do anything like that again. He was steamed. But that didn't matter right now. Where are the other two idiots? Dad picked up on it instantly. He knew we had all left it behind. He knew we had all left together. You didn't. I explained to Dad what happened. He frowned as soon as I finished and crossed his arms. Come on. He gestured to me. Where are we going? He wasn't gonna kill me right here? We have to tell Pitch what happened to her children. That was not something I was looking forward to. Don't worry, I'll be there with you. Dad sensed my unease and was trying to reassure me, but it didn't help much. Well, she'll probably not take this well.